Welcome to the DSQ podcast with Blake Lawson and Dakota Reynolds.
And we are back. Welcome back to DSQ. Second episode, let's talk about our livery ratings and what we're cheering for team-wise and the driver-wise this year. I was like, normally, I think we'd usually use a couple episodes, but there's not a whole lot of news topics, really, from overseas. Like, Max has a new number. Yeah, of course. Lando's got a new number, hence why Max has a new number. Lindblad's here. Congrats. Welcome. Woo. There you go. Do hands with Haas. Woo, okay.
Do Haas.
He probably does have hatred. Yet another Alpine survivor. They should start a club. They do. It's called Getting Points. Much like the previous episode of the blind predictions, we are filming this, recording this, actually after the Chinese Grand Prix. We were behind. Sorry about that, but we are here now. So yes, I guess this really doesn't necessarily matter time-wise on that, but yes. So liveries and who we're rooting for or not rooting for. We'll start with liveries, shall we?
Let's.
New cars. So some new schemes. I feel like teams definitely kind of went for it. Of course, there was a provision with you had to have at least
55, I think.
55. I was going to say 15. I'm like, no, that's not right. It's definitely in the 50s.
No, it's 55%
of the car covered. So we still got carbon, but definitely a little better this year. But yeah, let's get straight. Let's just get into it, man. Let's go.
Let's do it.
We're still very sick.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We did, 10-point scale plus some pros, some cons, and some little notes if we wanted to.
Which was kind of just my format of how I normally do it. We don't necessarily have to do the pros and cons. I just have the notes in case I get pushback on anything more than anything.
No, I mean,
to be honest.
Fuck, I'm cool with sharing my pros and cons and whatnot. And like, hey, this is what this team did good, and this is what they did not do good, and so on and so forth.
I have a actual did I really write 404?
Did you...
Or did I error that? Did I actually have an error in this document?
I don't think you do. I think you might have my document. Are you looking at the copy or are you looking at the original? Because if it's copy, it's
I am
mine.
looking at the original. No, sorry, I'm looking at the copy. How did I do that?
I don't know, but I was like, I put 404. That's why I knew that you were looking at the copy, because I put 404 in a couple of spots.
Whoops. Good catch early. That would have been real awkward kind of fast. Because I was about to say, I guess I don't have a pro and con and note on every single one. And I was like, wait, what? Okay. Technical difficulties. All right. Now let's get started. We are on the proper documents this time. That made a lot of sense because I color-coded mine on the other part and then also typed the entire words. That's what's like, I don't remember doing this. Maybe it was just, yeah. I don't know.
Anyways.
Rambling. Welcome back. It's just like never even left.
We did this in last year championship order. Obvious with Cadillac joining new, they'll be last of the group. But yeah, we'll start off with McLaren, the McLaren MasterCard F1 team. Gross. Anyways, I gave them an 8. I thoroughly enjoyed the black stripe that runs like third way, halfway, somewhere in there going down the side of that. Otherwise, yeah, that's McLaren, all right. I didn't expect much, but it is more than I expected.
Fair enough. I still gave him a 5 for it because it is very safe, virtually the same. Was my con note. I do agree. The black stripe is kind of good. It is a good little accent mark. But yeah, you didn't try, and honestly, I feel like in this class, you definitely had to try. My note is fuck Zach Brown. So, yeah, that's
Here.
also minus 2 points immediately for Zach Brown.
Yeah. All right, go from there to the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team. I gave them a 9. I feel like I was very much more generous than you might have been. I gave them a 9. We love the silver arrows. Love the silver arrows. Especially the feathering that they did along the side. Fucking fantastic. I kind of wish the numbers were filled in. The numbers being like not filled, like just being
stroke or outlined.
Yeah. It's just the outline. Kind of hard to tell from a distance. But you know what? It's fine. That's the one detractor I have from it. I do still miss the red a little bit. I do still miss the red that was up at the top of the car. But that is nostalgia talking. That's an old sponsor, so on and so forth.
I gave them a 7. I do like the gray pattern, both on the side pod and on the thing. There is a little bit of cohesive that I think is missing. But overall, I think it's good. The pattern on the side pod, I did say was just Ahsoka, the Star Wars character. Ahsoka, thank you. I knew I was going to mispronounce it. But it was like that with that pattern on her hair.
Okay, yeah, no.
I guess hair, not hair. Really hair.
Yeah. It's
but
Tortuga, so it's the fucking, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, but that's what it looks like to me. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's just a note. But yeah, no, it's good. Like I said, a 7. Yeah, I'm probably a little, like, I feel like overall my scores were higher this year, but I'm also not rewarding safety.
He's a graphic designer,
yes.
So a 7 out of 10 is as good as a 7 out of 10 from IGN for a video game, so take pride in that, Mercedes.
Hey, you were in the top half of these. Red
Bull. Yeah, no, I didn't know if you had more there. All right, next up is the Oracle Red Bull Racing Team. I gave them a 10. I said, this is such a breath of fresh air after year of same shit, different day. Because you can only give the same Red Bull dark blue so many times before it gets a little bland. The numbers are a little funky, a little digital, like missing a corner out of it, but It's not that bad. Also, my note is wood.
Red Bull got an 8 out of 10 for me. As much change as I think we're going to get out of Red Bull. Still very Red Bull. Features Chrome is my note because it is glossy. It works. Is. I do like it. I'm not like the biggest fan because it is still just Red Bull. They still didn't do. They pushed the envelope for themselves, but not how other people did.
That is very bright blue. It is no longer dark blue.
Here's the problem: is they did the fucking Japanese livery last year, which was absolute fucking perfection. So they've shot themselves in the foot with that one.
You can't judge it based off of what they did. Well, you can't judge them based off of a special livery that they had last year.
Fair, but that was like it's effort. They get an 8. I was like, I also don't like a 9 and 10. Like you got to be groundbreaking. You got to be beautiful to get that for me. So, which nobody got a 9. There may or may not be a 10. Blake does know my lowest and highest because when I shared the blank doc, I left my color coding formatted apparently. So
I can't wait for Coda to hate me.
I was like, I might have to revise. I'll add it. I won't change my score, but I'll add a caveat on this, and I believe it is the next one. So
I cannot wait for you to hate me. Anyways, onwards to Scuderia Ferrari HP. I gave them a 10. I love what feels like a return to form of like the old school Ferrari feel of like the red and the white, just instead of just, oh, here's red and like an outline of white. Here's red and a lot of white. My con, high HP.
Yeah.
You're still there.
The HP is awful.
I am even enjoying the splash of blue on the rear wing. I think it balances out the HP blue dot. Like, it is not as jarring to see the HP blue dot when there's also the IBM blue on the rear wing.
I see that. Balance. To get into, like, design stuff. Like, add balance. So, like, making a color more prominent helps. So, I get that. Contrast. This is my lowest score. I gave him a 3. So, in the reveal, it looked... I'm not a big fan of the Marlboro era cars either. So, that's what they went with, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. I'll keep my score here, but I will say seeing it on track is a lot better than their reveal. Their reveal made it look so much worse. On track, it actually looks a lot better. But yeah, like to me, the blue is still not done in a good way. I was like, it's just gonna be HP, and I think until HP decides to use their other logo, where it's like that kind of more minimal one where the blue doesn't matter. They should just do that. I know it's technically a different sector of the business, but also fuck you, HP. Your subscription shit is stupid.
Amen.
I was like, the black does look good. Is my note I have on there. No, sorry, it does not look good. Is what I meant. Apparently there. I said, I just think it was probably not as good on launch images as it is on there, but I will keep my low score of the 3, the lowest of the pack. Ferrari can throw in a special livery, so there was some. Give us that black and yellow for fucking Monza, buddy. Oh.
Absolutely. Can you imagine an all yellow with black trim?
That would be
Ferrari.
Fantastic. They should do that.
Amen. Speaking of fucking heavy on the yellow, they didn't do it on this, but like that's something they're known for. Atlassian Williams F1 team. Obviously, always a little bit of bias with me and Williams, but I did give them a 10. I love all of the blue, all of the different shades, everything. Barclays even got its original, like its own correct shade on there, which is chef's kiss. My one con is that goddamn battery. I will not stop talking about that fucking Duracell battery up top. The car looks so nice, and then you go and stick a fucking AA on the top of it. So fucking stupid. Bias aside, it's a really gorgeous car, and it even includes my favorite shade of purple in there. So,
I lied earlier when I said I didn't give anybody a 9 because I gave Williams a 9. Williams always kills it. That was my main note there. Honestly, the white on the floor is what kind of floor area is the thing that sticks out the most to me. I don't like. The Barclays blue still has blue color harmony, so it works. Thing I'll add now, seeing it in action, is I have confused it multiple times for the Alpine car.
That is very fair. Yeah.
Despite it not having any fucking pink on there.
Yeah.
I'll look at him like, oh, that's a. And I was like, nope, it's Carlos.
I don't have that problem. Like I keep like as soon as you say, oh, the Alpine, I'm like, nope, that's a Williams.
And I feel like you're the one who's been pro battery and I've been anti battery. And I feel like you're being anti battery. I didn't even mention it. It's like it's just there. Like I've come to terms with the battery.
You've come to terms with the battery. I'm like, fucking over the battery. It was a good joke and it was fun for the first couple of years. Please fucking get rid of it. Especially with a gorgeous car like this. Just fucking.
So, yeah. Sorry. Like so, from my background of like, okay, there's design, art, and then there's branding. Branding standpoint, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, no,
it's genius.
It is fantastically genius. Whoever decided, hey, you know what?
That looks like a battery.
That looks like a battery.
Yeah, like absolutely fucking awesome. From design and more like the avant-garde kind of art bullshit, if you want to get to it, it's not good.
Fucking want to destroy whoever saw that. Just make the fucking wheels. Just make it the fucking negative terminal of the fucking battery.
Yeah.
God, it's so awful.
But
it is. Yeah, no, it is.
You accept the things that will not change. I think that's where I'm at with the battery intake.
All right, time for the mouthful. It is the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls Formula One team.
Of note, I did put the whole ass government names of every single one of these teams on the stock because
that is why I'm reading them out as such. That is VCarb though, so you know. To break the streak, I did give them an 8. They are embracing the white primary color, which is great. Even on the wheel covers. Wheel covers had that little white going on. Fucking phenomenal. The shapes are a bit weird. The numbers look a little wonky, especially the nose numbers. Not the biggest fan of that. But yeah, 8 out of 10. I have no additional note.
Middle of the road 5. You didn't push the envelope. I was like, you didn't ruin it, but you didn't do anything to me. Like it's kind of, you did enough to say you changed it, but I don't think it really is better. It's not worse. It's not better. That's a middle of the road 5 for me. I will say, because we didn't mention it, VCar, Red Bull and VCar being the first one, that live stream was fucking stupid. That was way too long. It wasn't even live. Like the cuts were so awful. Like, don't ever fucking do that again.
Yeah, no.
Never.
I love how immediately after they did theirs, the next one to debuts was like, hey, here's the car.
Yeah, car.
Enjoy.
Learn from Red Bull's mistakes.
Exactly. All right, next up, the other mouthful, the Aston Martin Aramco Formula One team. This is my worst rating of the bunch. I gave them a 5. For pros, that was where you got your 404 from. Yep. Nothing on pros. For cons, Sheen, this is the 4th time you've shown us Aston Martin green with the yellow stripe. It's the same. It is the same shit as before. If they keep doing the same thing, I'll keep deducting points. So I fully expect to have them at a 4 next year.
I just gave them a 6. I feel like they did a little bit. I don't know. I think something on the car maybe give it a 6. Maybe I just didn't want to give everybody 5s. So I did the test question of all the same answer thing. Again, my notes is not awful. Kind of just mid. It's just you didn't. It's Aston Martin. You're falling into you have the Red Bull problem. Basically, at this point.
Next up, I do have them as TGR Haas F1 here.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
There are still TGR on the jumpsuits too. It's just GR on the fucking back engine cover. I don't.
Who fucking knows?
All this was settled before Toyota and they did all that like restructuring. So I'm sure they're just playing with what they have.
Fair enough. So TGR Haas F1 team. Back on the streak, I gave them a 10. It's sleek, it's clean, and it's pristine. And the Haas, the fucking name Haas, flows with the body, which is just fucking amazing. I have no cons, and it kind of gives me Stormtrooper vibes.
I can see that. I went with an 8 on them. Good black, white, red balance. Like that was one thing in previous years is like it was kind of all over the place, like kind of too heavy or whatever. I feel like it's a good revision of this one. My con is basically not much. I was like it's kind of there. I was like the GR kind of slaps. I kind of enjoy it. It's a little bit different, a little weird. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's an 8. I won't give it a 9. Won't give it a full 10. But you know. You want a 10, push something, do something new, do something fun, do something cool. But, you know, you stayed.
Put a Russian flag on this.
Yeah. You want the first ever 0 rating.
All right. Next up is the Audi Revolut F1 team. I gave them a 6. Pros is it's different. It is different than anything I've seen from any of the rest of these teams. My cons, not in a good way. And my note is ew. I don't like it. It doesn't blend well to me. It's very graphite gray, and then the fucking here's a shock of fucking red or orange or whatever. I'm not having that debate again. I already got in trouble with that fucking 8 to 10 years ago on what this color shade is. It's not great. I don't love it.
I gave them an 8 out of 10 because
good for you, buddy.
It's sleek. It is different. That's my 2 things. Honestly, the biggest part is the BP sticks out like a sore fucking thumb. I don't understand the hate for it. I was like, the bright orange, red, whatever you want to call it, is if you don't like that kind of bright contrast, I get it. I understand it. It's definitely a choice design wise. It's different, and I want to reward different, and I really don't think it's that bad. I'm also a fan of off black, of like kind of that graphite charcoal. I think it looks good. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I like it. I mean, still an 8. Like, you know, I mean, it's not perfect, but
I think if the red was a bit more muted, or if the like fucking graphite / gunmetal gray was like more of like a white, not white, but just like
Off-white,
it trended more white, I think I would be giving them a 10 right now. But the two together just in my mind clash so heavily, and I hate it.
I was like, to go into a little more of the more graphic design kind of stuff, the graphite gray they use is a little warm, which you would think would make sense with the lava red, but it just looks kind of dirty, like mentally on that thing. Like, so I think that's part of it too, and that's probably my big thing with that gray is like, I like the gray, but like color family wise, I would have made it a little cooler, kind of give it more of a contrast versus a complement versus with your primary bright attention grabbing red.
Or even I think because that's a very like metallic finish style for the gray. I think if they went with more of like a glossy, I think we would be having a different discussion as well. I think I'd be probably up where you're at with like an 8 or so. But the two combinations that he did not work in my mind. All right. Next up, the BWT Alpine Formula One team. I gave them a 7. It feels like there's a lot more pink than there was last year. I could be completely wrong on that, but it's what it feels like at least. The BWT feels very goopy, and I don't know how to better describe it other than it just feels goopy. I don't know if that was again, not looking at it at the current moment in time, but like I don't know if that was just the like because it was so glossy or because of the design of the letters, but that's what I used was it looks goopy. And yeah, it's the same shit, different day, but also not entirely. It's enough different to feel different.
They got another middle of the road 5 for me because it felt the same to me. I don't think there was enough change for something like that. I mean, it's Alpine identity, but okay, clearly I'm getting confused with you and Williams, so, just do pink. We want a pink. Just do pink.
Yeah, just do pink.
Just do a pink.
The pink team.
Don't nod for 2 races. Just
go
pink.
But then when they go pink, they're like, oh, is this fucking Racing Point?
Yes.
It pretty much is at this point.
Yeah, just 5. Like, yeah, whatever.
All right.
I don't care. Fuck you.
Last but not least,
I didn't think you'd be relevant this season.
Last but not least is the Cadillac Formula One team. I gave them a 9. Is very slick, is very prestigious. The black and white contrast is absolutely lovely. I fucking don't like that giant TWG AI plastered on the side of it. Also, fuck Jim Beam. As a Tennessean, fuck Jim Beam.
Okay, fair.
I am a Jack Daniels girly through and through. Of my notes, Claro's back.
Oh,
we love Claro because it's Perez's sponsor.
Oh God, I don't pay to driver sponsorships that much, to be honest. So
it is the one that I remembered distinctly from Red Bull, other than obviously fucking Walmart.
Oh, yeah, fair.
It's like, oh, Walmart's there. But yeah, no, Claro's the one that I always remembered from Red Bull because Perez was there. And it was also there during fucking Racing Point while he was there, etc. and so forth. It's just the one that is like, oh, that's Perez.
That's Checo.
Yes.
Cadillac, Formula One F1 team. I duplicated F1 in there twice. Welcome to the first 10 I've given on this podcast. It is monochrome, the split sides. What is wrong with it? What's the con? Not a fucking thing. It is perfection. Absolutely cooked with that one. Man, if only the car was a little better. Damn. Yes, no, that's yes. Oh, we have to, sponsor, I complimented some colors, but it's like, sponsors of colors, we got to match it. Cadillac's like, nope, fuck you. You guys have single color. Guess what? Every single one of these multi-million-dollar companies have multi-$100,000 sponsor decks with single color logos that work on everything. Fucking use them.
Exactly.
That's your liveries. I'm clearing notifications. Something said maximum battery thing detected. I left my tablet. I think I plugged my tablet in when we were going to record last week before I got like super sick, and I just never unplugged it. So it's like, hey, let's plug it in for like a week. Don't do this. All right, let's get into the teams and the drivers. Of course, I was like, it's your system.
It's my system. I
think I slightly altered it by accident, but
yeah, I was like, if you remember distinctly from last year's stuff, it is a little bit flipped on the positive side. I used to do root as being the best, and then cheer as being the next best, and then neutral. You did flip it, which is fine. I'm cool with using that. So we are using it as a 5-tier system. cheering for is going to be your like top rated. This person is like top of my list. Rooting for is the next layer, the neutral for they're there. Next one is against, and then finally at the bottom of the barrel is people we are actively rooting for their downfall, or the Cernad.
Cernad system.
The Cernad system. Fuck, I don't know.
The Cernad Pacer.
I realize I didn't put anything in the notes on these, just the actual rating, but I feel like I know these well enough that I can just fucking talk about them.
Yeah. I said my notes are more just if I have to justify my choices later, I remember why I did what I did.
That's fair. All right.
Same order. Championship order. I'll say I kind of went by first driver, second driver in my mind on these.
That's fair.
So.
Either way, first up is the McLaren MasterCard F1 team, of which I am against because fuck Zach Brown.
I am actually rooting for their downfall because fuck Zach Brown. So I probably could have left the note one on that one and it probably would have been fine.
Listen, there's enough between Oscar Piastri and Tom Sollard and fucking Andrea?
Andrea? I think it's Andrea.
I think it's Andrea.
I don't think there's an S.
Andrea and fucking Will and just Oscar in general, the fucking all the pit crew. There's enough on there to not make me actively hate them, but like still fuck Zach Brown. Next up is Lando Norris, also against. I mean, good on you for winning a championship, but also you are still a little bit of a little shit.
Yep, I'm also just against on Lando. My note is just go listen to last season if you want to know why.
Oscar Piastri, cheering, top marks. Fucking love this lad.
Same for me, highest honor of cheering for. Me being cheered for the highest. Fuck the championship. If I'm cheering for you, that's the highest. That's what you should strive for. As alluded to in the previous episode for the blind predictions, I was like, I'm looking for a new favorite driver. Oscar is in the contention. Had in my brain of like I had to pick by the start of the season, but nah, we'll see how the season goes.
You can
but
pick it in the middle of it.
Oscar is definitely in contention for new fave driver on the grid.
If he stays on the grid.
If he can be on the grid.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. If he can do one GP lap.
All right, next up, Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team. Neutral. I have no strong feelings one way or the other for Mercedes as a whole. Toto's there. He's all right most of the time. George is there, which George is George. Kimmy's there. I'm happy about that. And so is Bono. Love Bono. Bono's great.
I have Mercedes at rooting. I was like, whatever. I was like, I don't mind seeing them win. I was like, they're not neutral. I don't care. I was like, I care a little more now. I was like, and I guess that's really going more from Kimmy than anything. But yeah, I'm rooting. You know, just we'll see.
Fair. George Russell, neutral. You're a little shit sometimes too. He just turned in on me. Oh, fucking active violence. But also he's a good driver and is also like the driver representative from the fucking safety team, basically.
Yeah, the union.
Yeah. So and he's always trying to do stuff that helps out the drivers and whatnot. So I gotta love him for that, but also he is a little shit. So
I reset him back to neutral. New standing. We'll see what you do this year. Let's see how you do with Kimmy, which this is now revisionist of what we know currently after 2 races of like, see how you do with having a much younger contender on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
So
can't just coast to that championship. You are gonna have to fucking fight for it.
So you do with the 19-year-old. So also remember he is young and new still. So.
Speaking of Kimmy Antonelli, I am rooting for because, God, such a great kid. Also, fucking his little hang loose in the fucking intro.
Fucking
I do that shit all the time. Just that is my thing. As like instead of people would normally just like thumbs up, I will give a little fucking hang loose. Love it. Absolutely love the lad. Yeah, we're rooting for him. I'm not quite at cheer yet, but we'll see where we're at halfway through the season because it may change all the way that way.
I'm already there. I'm actively cheering for Kimi Antonelli, another contender for maybe new favorite driver. I don't know. It's just Kimi. It's just Kimi. I don't know.
Just a little Kimi Antonelli.
I like Kimi, especially coming after again. Now coming off of
knowing what we know
of the China Grand Prix. Joel, makes a grown man cry, which he was also. Yeah. No. Hell yeah, Kimi. Let's go.
Next up,
I'll cheer for Kimi over George every fucking day. Also,
next up, Oracle Red Bull Racing. I am currently rooting for them because we've gotten the bad actors out last year. We've got Laurent Mekies in charge. We've got Max Verstappen and Isaac Ajar in driver's seats, which are two phenomenal drivers, two young phenomenal drivers. Yeah, I'm rooting for Red Bull.
I just reset them to neutral. I was like, yeah, the bad act. Christian's gone, Helmut's gone. Love Laurent. So I just want to see how they did. Make sure they were going to. Okay, you've gotten rid of the bad. Now make sure you
keep the bad out.
Yeah. So neutral. Just kind of. I have the same note I have for George. Just reset. We'll see how it goes. Also, you did drop Yuki.
I mean, I get it.
Which, justifiable, yes, but you still did it. Still my favorite driver. I can still be biased.
Max Verstappen, rooting for Max. It's Max. He's championship material. Just whether or not he can have a championship car, we'll see. He also is a little shit sometimes, but not as bad. He's usually his little shitness comes mostly from just racing people to the very brink of what he can. He knows the limits and he will push you to the very limits. Some people prior that I was talking about will push you beyond those limits, but Max is very good about knowing the limit and taking you there.
For Max, cheering for fully. Like I still want it. I won a 5th championship. I think I want him not to retire. Because he's fun to have around. He's a little shit. He's still the shit stirrer. It's nice to have around. I want him to end on a high note. So that's what I'm cheering for. Yeah.
Isaac Hajar. I am fully cheering for Isaac. Fucking last year's your rookie year, came in, fucking almost really stole the show. Like, you were not the rookie of the year, but damn if you didn't try your damnedest to be the rookie of the year.
Close second.
Very close second. And now you've been promoted to the fucking parent team. Second driver, yes, and yeah, that seat kinda is
still cursed.
But you're doing the best with it that you can. And in fact, it's like knowing what we know now, I was like, it has more finishes in the second driver seat than the first driver does. So, fully cheering.
Yep, I'm also fully cheering for Isaac. Really proved himself last year. That was that very close second for rookie. Antonelli is that phenom kind of
generational talent.
So I think he did a good job to also be prove that this rookie class, biggest rookie class we've had in a while, is very talented, and you're on the top half of that talent.
Yeah, this is on par with the Albon, Norris, Russell rookie class.
Yep.
Phenomenal, love it. All right, next up is the Scuderia Ferrari HP Formula One team. I don't think Formula One team is part of that, but that is their name. I am fully cheering for Ferrari. I love Ferrari. I love them so much. I want this to be their year so fucking badly, and I'm terrified that they're gonna fuck it up like a quarter of the way through and then just fall and never recover. But actively cheering. Let's see if we can avoid making clowns out of ourselves.
I'm rooting for Scuderia as the team, Ferrari as the team. Love Freddie V. Think that they're doing a lot of people there are doing the best they can. The reason I'm not full cheer is there is some of that like upper management who are just fucking stupid and need to shut the fuck up, and learn how to adapt and change. That's my only thing. I was like, if we had added a team principal tier, Freddie V would be on full cheer.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah,
we'd have to create a new thing for Freddie V. Freddie V and James Vowles would be sitting up there by themselves for me. I do kind of agree with the whole upper management side of things. I think this is going back to what I said in the conclusion of the season for the ratings on that. Ferrari, upper management wise, has to adapt or die. Like if they don't change how they are operating things, it is not 1970 anymore. You have to change, or you're not gonna make it in this fucking world. Anyways, moving on to the drivers. Charles Leclerc, a full fucking cheer. Love the guy. He is he's Ferrari's favorite punching bag. Everything goes wrong for him except when it doesn't. And he's my hope for the championship this year. We'll see. But yeah, full cheer for Charles Leclerc.
Also, fully cheering for Charles Leclerc. You want to see it. He's got world championship material in him for sure. I would love to see it. I want to see him happy. So, fully cheering for Charles.
All right, Lewis Hamilton. Little bit of a step down to root for him, but mostly just because of the kind of whininess I get from him from time to time. Like, some of the things he does complain about are valid and, full course for that. But he's very used to working for Mercedes, who is this very, like, we have this person, and this person, whose job it is to make sure every single need that you could possibly have is handled 2 laps before you actually need it. Ferrari is very much we don't know why this is. Let's check on it for fucking 5 laps and then get you an answer back. And part of that is him trying to get them into that level of, hey, you guys need to be prepared, not reactive. But it is kind of grating when it comes over the radio lap after lap after lap. Otherwise, fantastic guy, very, like, just a wonderful person overall. I would love to see him win that 8th championship. As much as I would hate to see Schumacher lose a record, would love to see Lewis get an 8th championship this year.
I also stepped Lewis down to a root from a cheer. Probably for a reason I'll get a lot of blowback on. Because it is, whatever. Kim Kardashian, really? You're better than that, Lewis. You're better than that. Other than that, still cheering for you, but come on, man.
That's funny.
You're better than that. Torch me in the comments if you so wish. Yeah, people can choose to like and date whoever they fucking want to. But other than that, I was like, yeah, I do agree on the whining, especially, again, this isn't necessarily a flash forward, flashback podcast format, but of China today, I need more power. It's like, you get more power. We get this, even with the battery regs, you can argue, you kind of can make more power, but
you kind of can't. There's a maximum output.
Yeah, you only have so many horses. So many powers.
Well, they have one more than everybody else.
Yeah. It's horses' power,
on the
like attorneys general. Yeah. It came back after last season, surprisingly.
Yeah.
They just drag it back, kicking and screaming.
All right, on to my bias.
I was like, I think we can condense this one and do this one separately, because I'm pretty sure it's top all the way across for you. It's top all the way across for me.
Okay, yeah. Full cheer for the entirety of Williams, Sainz, Albon. You can't not like Williams. Yes, they're being the bane of my existence right now, knowing what we know. But, like, it's very positive. You have 2 drivers who were in environments that were kind of on the negative side, more so for Alex because it's Red Bull and it's just cutthroat and you have to perform to the best of your ability, to the best of whoever's ability, you have to be the best. And then Ferrari, where it's like, well, we expect you to perform at a level that is top 3 or better. And he just could not do that with the car that they were giving him, and that's not his fault. But both drivers coming from that space and being settled in a team that, especially with James Vowles now at the helm, is very positive. It's very, we want to improve. We have a clear path to what we want to go to. Yes, we're starting from way behind everyone else, but we're going to get to that point. Everyone's optimistic. Don't ask Alex in the middle of the race, but the team is very on the optimistic side, and I love that about them. Other than that, love Alex, love Carlos. Alex is my favorite driver on the current grid. It's going to be cheer every single time until they do something fucking reprehensible.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. I mean, cheering all around. Love James. Always been a Carlos fan. Love Carlos. Alex grew on me. Love Alex now. Want them to do well. It's still an underdog. Especially now knowing what we know. It's going to be a rough one, probably. But yeah, you want them to do well. I don't think anybody dislikes Williams. Really. I mean,
Alpine.
Maybe. I don't know.
This year it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So, but we just want Williams to do well, battery and all.
All right. Next up, VCarb. I'm not reading that whole thing out again. VCarb. I'm rooting for VCarb. It's the sister, the child, the whatever team of Red Bull. They're doing all right. I'm not too pressed on them one way or the other. They get one slight detractor, which I will get to here in just a moment, very soon. But yeah, they're a good team. I like them.
Turns out I've kind of, again, same reset to neutral. They are very much still just also Red Bull in my mind. They may operate. I was like, their car is very different this year, as we pointed out. Like the intake is very different, so it's like it's definitely not just A car, B car, but yeah, just a reset. We'll see how it goes. Don't necessarily just like, just neutral, just middle. It's like we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. Let's go to my one actively rooting for the downfall of on my entire fucking list.
Correct. Nope. Sorry, 2.
Okay. Fine.
One of two, but we've already done my one, which was Lando Norris, or I guess driver. Yeah. But yeah, McLaren.
Yeah. Liam Lawson. You are the shittiest of the little shits. I cannot stand you. I cannot stand your outside of racing life, and I also cannot stand you are one of the kinds that will push people beyond the limits. Like, you will straight up push people off a track, you will turn into them, you will fucking do whatever it takes to not lose that position, even if it comes at the cost of ruining yours and other people's races. Fuck Liam Lawson. No notes.
Yeah, my note is see everything for active downfall. It's like, I don't get it. I can, and you can say, oh, you're just the Yuki and you're mad. Yuki fanboy and you're mad. I hit him before.
Yeah. Hit him before
he started, he started off great and then very quickly showed us who he really is.
Yeah.
And that's not a very good person from what we've seen. And I don't think a very good driver. Like we said, when we get to China, there's going to be he's got a little bit of praise in there, but I basically had to I had no other choice for it. I don't get it. Just go race. Just come. You want to be here so bad. Just come race in America where I don't have to go race some street circuits. In whatever our supercar local thing is, and I don't have to think about you anymore.
All right. Next up, Aston Martin.
We have another driver for VCarb.
Oh, we do. So forgettable. Sorry. Lindblad.
Gabriel Bordelais. Oh, wait, no.
Arvid Lindblad. I'm rooting for him. I always love to see a rookie on the grid, and Lindblad's no different. I want to see him do well. Yes, there's a little, stab of, hey, he's kind of whereas Isak took Yuki's literal place, Arvid took his remaining place. That's the only other place he could have gone was back down, and they're not going to let him do that by just replacing him with Arvid. There's a little stab there, but that doesn't play into, for me, what I think of Arvid and how I want him to do. I'm rooting for him. I always cheer /root for the rookies. I want him to do well.
Yeah, I was like, I don't see Lindblad as forcing Yuki out. He's a neutral just because, and I started all the rookies last year neutrals too. I don't want to. I mean, I'm not against them. I'm not for them. We'll see how they do. I will say it's probably already shifting up from neutral with these first few races. To me, the seat is Liam's that Yuki should have. But also, I'm not so biased, blinded. That's like, yeah, Yuki was at that team for 5 years. So, but yeah, Liam having the seat doesn't make sense. So, but yeah, no, Lindblad. I was like, I loved all last rookies from a neutral to basically cheering for all of them at the end of last season. So I'm sure that will happen here too. Just a new guy. He does very similar to fucking Gabriele Bortoleto on the grid.
Yeah, it's very much a like picture pops up with them side by side. It's like, oh, it's the same person. Team, same person.
Yeah.
All right, now on to Aston Martin. As a whole, neutral for Aston Martin. I don't have any particular pluses or minuses for them other than the fact that, just pointing this out, Lawrence Stroll was mentioned in the Epstein files. I think it was very much a declining thing.
Yes.
But still, he's there, and it's kind of... But, yeah.
And if you've read the email, there's definitely creepy of like, ooh,
yeah,
I hate that.
Doesn't feel good. But team as a whole, very neutral. We'll see how things go this year.
I'm rooting, mainly just because I want Adrian Newey to do well.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Because I'll tell you what, I think the Aston Martin, with all the issues they're having, I don't think Aero's the problem.
No, I don't think it is.
In fact, I can probably confidently say it's not an Aero problem. Yeah, I was like, I want Newey to do well, and Newey doing well and Aston Martin doing well is actually better for a departure of Lawrence Stroll, if that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
So we'll root. You know, not full there, but you know,
fair enough. Speaking of Stroll, Lance Stroll. This again,
I put Lance Stroll as the first driver just because of nepotism.
That's fair.
Even though I think technically in the garage he is team 2.
I think he technically is, yeah. This Lance Stroll has over the past like year and a half been the biggest like change from any driver on this fucking grid. Because I remember going into last year, it was an actively rooting for his downfall because man never checks his mirrors and blah.
Shouldn't be here. He's only here because of money.
I'm rooting for him. It's not a full force cheer, but I am rooting for Lance Stroll. I think that while yes, he does have his problems and he does have some skills to refine, he's a decent guy. He's not a bad guy. He is as a person, and he does not deserve the shit that was fucking cast his way last year by people, which I think frankly was quite uncalled for,
over the top, unnecessary. Yeah. Synonyms.
A little bit of a nepo baby. Sure, fine, whatever. It is what it is. I think the way that I put it last year was the way that I found it in a Reddit post of it is a D20 roll of skill. It's fucking 19 spaces that are labeled mid and then one that is labeled fucking Ayrton Senna. So, rooting for Lance Stroll.
Also rooting for Lance, like looting for Lance.
Back?
Yeah.
Rooting for Lance?
Yeah. I don't know. It happened to grow. Like it just, I don't know. Like I can't explain it. He's just like, yeah, he hasn't been racing as bad. He didn't destroy Daniel Ricciardo's ass this year or last year, so that helped. I don't know. Yeah, and like I said, just like if you attack somebody for the stuff that you shouldn't be attacking him for, then you're just an asshole. And again, he's got criticisms. He's got a lot to, as you stated, still a lot to go, but he's getting there. He'll get that. His next level up. He should take that feat that makes 19 and 20s both roll crits, so he can have at least 2 spaces for stand up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Nice. 1 in fucking 10 chance rather than a 1 in 20.
Yep. I think it's an item, actually. No, it's a fighter. I don't know. D&D is not this podcast.
Moving on from that.
Yet.
Fernando Alonso. Also rooting for him. Not the full cheer. He's a little shit, but he's always been a little shit. And we love him for that. That's why we love Fernando Alonso, because he's a little shit. He's very brutally honest about the car that he's in. See GP2 engine, GP2 and is also very honest about the things going around him. See all the time you have to leave the space. Anyways, great guy overall. Fucking old man in a young man sport. Rooting for Fernando. Hopefully the season goes better for him.
Also rooting for Fernando. He's in hell right now. I would say of all these talk about, love to see Max get a 5th championship. Oh, we'd love to see Lewis get an 8th championship. I wouldn't mind to see Alonso getting another one. It's probably the least likely of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be nice to see. This is the oldest. Would it be one of the oldest world champion winners? I feel
Probably
like
would be the oldest.
So that'd be cool to see. But
I'm sure there's a Wikipedia stat for that, which we could find at some point.
Probably. Not right now, though. I don't want to look it up. I'm lazy. But yeah, I'm rooting for Fernando. As you stated, I agree with the sentiment of he's fun. He's just fun.
All right. TGR Haas F1. I went neutral for them. Love the drivers. Love what they've done in the past year. And obviously retroactive, knowing what we know, love what they're doing. But beyond that, we really went into last year thinking, Ocon's going to fuck this over for Ollie. He's going to be a terrible teacher and whatnot. Funnily enough, Ollie was the one who was the problem a little bit. But they're both good racers in their own rights. I was like, get Ocon out of the fucking awful, terrible mentality that is the Alpine racing team and pair him with a driver that's freakishly good. Surprisingly a good team. Now, the detractor for that, because you would think, with all that good, surely you're rooting and cheering for them, right? You're also captained by Gene Haas. And I cannot stress how much I fucking hate Gene Haas. It is Zach Brown levels of hatred.
Plus war crimes. I was like, I'm still rooting for Haas overall because Komatsu and Laura.
I mean, yeah, but Gene Haas.
Yeah, Gene Haas. I was like, I feel like, and let's be honest, this might be a transition over to a Toyota team. So,
you know what? So. I hope so. I hope they get rid of the Haas as a whole. If they
Haas
do,
already,
then...
divested the NASCAR and other stuff. So maybe they'll just make it, just make a quiet exit. Take your money. Don't want to see your face again.
Slap your face on there as like a minor sponsorship. Fucking TGR F1 Team Haas.
Yeah,
and you're on there as a sticker. You're the fucking HP dot on the Toyota team.
Not even that prominent.
I mean, wing maybe.
Yeah.
Not even on the name, but is on the wing.
Yeah, not in the title, but yeah, like a major side sponsor or something. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Just give the new factory a couple fucking lathe machines and a couple of metallic 3D printers, and we'll be fine. We'll still remember the war crimes in Belarus.
Yeah. All right. Bestie. Ocon. Rooting for Ocon. Again, like I said, very much went into last season thinking, oh God, this is awful for Ollie. but turned out okay. And again, you get him out of the negative mindset, and he will do good things for you. Yeah, I am rooting for Ocon. Great guy.
Rooting for Ocon as well. I will very happily admit how wrong I was and to eat those words that Ocon was going to ruin Ollie. Seems to be doing well. Alpine's the problem, apparently. Even, of jump to current time of the incident today with Franco in China. Immediately was like, yep, that was on me. I was ambitious. That's mine. We're good. Happy he still did all that. So, welcome back. Penalty for Ocon. But yeah, turns out the toxic environment really is a big cause of problems. And yeah, I'm happy to see Ocon seems to be doing better and all that.
Next up, Ollie Behrman, our penalty boy.
Yeah. Speaking of the problem.
Also rooting for Ollie. Fucking good little lad. Dude's fucking tall as fuck.
Little lad who is literally two Isaacs and just still taller. You could probably stack Isaac and Kimmy, and he's still not as tall as Ollie.
But yeah, no, we love Ollie. Great fun. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about Ollie. Ollie's Ollie.
He's the Bearman.
He's our favorite half bear, half man.
I'm actively cheering for Ollie. He's my rookie. He's the rookie I backed last year as the primary, and he still gave it his all. It was like I'd say he's probably middle of the 5. He's 3, and I think that's fine. I mean, if Isaac didn't have his little rise there, he definitely would have been P2 in the rookies. Yeah, I want to see him do well. He just seems like just a guy, just a chill guy,
just a chill guy,
just a chill 6'7", yes, I did that on purpose, guy.
All right, Audi Revolut F1 team. I am rooting for them, just as I would for fucking Kick Sauber if it was still Kick Sauber. I enjoy what the team is doing. I wish they would have picked a different livery for the fucking car, but see earlier for that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, we'll see what they can do this year. New team, not really new team, but new, under new management sort of thing. Yeah, high hopes.
I was like, to me, they're a new team. Like it's basically a new team, especially with how it lines up with the regulations. It's a new team. It's a new outfit, basically. Even if when you do have, always forget, Bernardo is in charge of that.
Yeah.
I have him in neutral. We'll see how it goes. I do like that it's not stake anymore. So that's definitely a pro. Hopefully that sponsorship stays gone forever. Because boo and hiss and gross. Yeah, I was like, this neutral. They're there. As the team, they're neutral. I was like, my drivers are a little higher than that, but yeah, you're there.
All right, Nico Hülkenberg. Fucking rooting for Hülkenberg as well. Again, I love seeing this guy perform. I love seeing him behind a vehicle that can actually perform for him as well as he can perform. Got his first podium last year, so happy.
See if we can get him an actual trophy this year.
See if we can, if we can do that. Yeah, I love Hülkenberg.
That's not a stab at Lego. Sin does free stuff. I'm also rooting for Hülkenberg. As much as I have been certain, like, he's one of the perennial drivers who is in every year. It's like, come on, you got to bring in someone new. But then he does stuff where it's like, okay, he proves he should still be here. So I'm rooting for him. I'll see it. I would love to see a couple more, podiums. Hell, maybe even a win. I don't know about Audi. Maybe some shenanigans, but I would like to see it.
All right, on to Gabriele Bortoleto. Rooting for him as well. Just root across the board for Audi. I don't have any complaints about Bortoleto. He's still new. He's still trying to get a hold of everything, but that's fine. You can't expect every rookie to be fucking world championship class after one season. I get it. Also, you're in a team that's not exactly, top 3 material. They're very much probably best of the rest at best. Maybe into the mid to back markers. But you're still doing what you can with what you're given, and I appreciate that. You're not out there causing trouble for people unnecessarily. You're not out there fucking, oh, this car is shit and it'll never be anything good in it. Respect.
Yep. Yeah, I'm rooting for Gabby. He was definitely the biggest swing of them because he was, I think, the only rookie. I was like, oh yeah, I started the rookies in neutral. I did not because of his shit talking last year. Grew on me, proved to be a good driver, decent guy so far from what we can tell. I was so scared saying that because, who knows. But yeah, I would love to see Gabby do well. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of it. Just, yeah. That last year's rookie class really is going to be one of my favorites. It's good. Will be my favorites going forward for a while.
No, fair enough.
It's good group of dudes.
I'm glad I came in where I came in at, because that way I can still definitively say, oh yeah, my favorite rookie class was the Norris Russell Albon class, because God, look at where they're at now. Fucking world championship material, and potential world championship material if fucking Williams can get their shit together. Anyways, BWT Alpine Formula 1 team I am against, because fucking get rid of Flavio Briatore. Fucking get rid of him, please. Also, your team as a whole seems to not be very, I want to say not very good. That implies talent, but also yes. But, in the realm of Red Bull Circle last year, you got shit you need to clean out of that team. So please do.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm against that. Get rid of Flavio. There's a reason he was banned from the sport. Mm-hmm. But he hasn't done anything. Just did it once. It's major rigging of an event, basically. Not basically, it was. That's what happened.
Yeah, that was legally what was determined to have happened.
Yeah. And then, to, I guess, expand on what you're saying, yeah. The engineers and boots on the ground of Alpine are probably fantastic. But Alpine, Renault, teams that don't give a shit about the team. So if you, get rid of it. Sell to someone, sell your assets, sell this development you have to somebody who wants to get into the sport, and keep your guys that know what they're doing, and get rid of the bad, root out the infection. And especially at the top, if the upper management doesn't care, it's like a difference. Ferrari is so uptight up top because they care about tradition. Alpine doesn't give a shit. Apparently,
Alpine
Renault
is
doesn't give a shit. Renault Group does not care in the slightest.
Yeah, they're just French, and that's just how they behave.
They have it for probably some tax bullshit, or because they can, to say they have an F1 team.
Yeah.
Your drivers deserve better. Your team deserves better. Flavio doesn't, but maybe Flavio was a product of. I mean, we say that. What if Flavio is just another Ocon? He's just a victim of circumstance. Probably not.
No,
because that was with what, McLaren when he pulled that shit.
I believe so. Yes.
So. Yeah, but yeah, everybody else deserves better. So it plays into my prediction of my secondary prediction is also more like a hope of if they can sell to a good place and get better, cool. But if it's got to die fully, it's got to die fully. I'm sure the drivers can find homes.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And obviously, again, they don't have their engine staff anymore, but their aero staff and all the other technicians, I'm sure, will be fine.
All right, Pierre Gasly. Rooting for Pierre. Fucking yeah. Pierre's he's been there. He's been there the entire time, and he kind of gets overlooked from time to time, but he's been there the whole time. He's got skill. He's got a touch of class in there. Doing the best what he can. He's the only person who scored points for Alpine last year. I like him. I'm willing to say root.
I'm willing to say actually fully cheering for Pierre Gasly. I feel like he's in a Williams position where Alex was at with Williams at a couple years ago, where it's he is outperforming what is being given to him. and he's trying his best. And he, from the Red Bull stuff, like, so overlooked. Yeah, maybe he didn't perform there, but it's Red Bull. Red Bull's its own monster.
Very cutthroat.
So I feel like he's got so much there, and I want him to apply that and get that seen through him, however you phrase that properly. Mm-hmm. So I'm actively cheering for Pierre Gasly.
Heck yeah. Moving on from him to Franco Colapinto. I am rooting for him as well. Little shitter sometimes.
His fan base is the problem.
His fan base
much
is
like
indeed
why
the problem.
with like Lewis's fan base a few years ago. It's like y'all
gotta chill. This man is not your entire life. Fucking go live your own life and stop trying to live it vicariously through him. That being said, he can race relatively well. He can outperform the stuff that he's driving in if he wants to, because he definitely wanted to with the Williams a couple of years back. But last year didn't exactly show that in the Alpine. Although I think the last year's Alpine was exceptionally bad.
Yes.
Like
the worst car.
Yeah.
Easily.
Which
100%.
Really sucks that Duhan got fucking put into that car and not this year's car, because holy shit, it would have went entirely different for him. I cannot imagine him anything but just extremely pissed off. But also probably kind of glad that he got out of the Alpine fucking ecosystem.
Yeah. I mean, to back up, it's like it's almost like even if you do sell, like the DNA is so bad, you have to burn it down. Mm-hmm. Maple Leafs.
But yeah, rooting for Colapinto.
I'm neutral on Franco just because I'm still trying to figure out what Franco is. Because it's like he shows so much promise, and then there's other times I'm like, how are you out here right now? And like I want to cheer. I do cheer for. Like I don't hate him. Like I'm not actively against him or anything. Again, fan base guys, please. Like, just he's fine.
I mean, pay driver that doesn't have all the skill in the world behind him, still learning how to do some shit, but has moments of brilliance. It's just Lance Stroll, but in pink. He just doesn't have the my daddy owns this team of Lance Stroll. Let's look in fucking Briatore's history and see if there's any Colombia? Argentinian. God, Colombian. Argentinian adventures.
Yeah. Like with Franco, like again, it's just like my note is, will he even be here midway? Now, the active, post China part of me of this is like, okay, this is better. So, but I still don't know. And then again, it's Alpine is such a weird, like this whole thing is just weird to me. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what Franco is. I don't. Yeah. So
he's an F1 driver.
He is an F1 driver. He drives in Formula One. But beep beep.
Okay. Whew. Sorry. Fucking message from my brother. It's like, well, I guess the inevitabilities of life are dead, and then it just cuts off. I'm like, shh. And fucking death, taxes, and one of us being in the middle of severe weather possibility. And I was like, okay. Oh,
thanks, man.
Discord was not doing us. Motorola and Discord were not doing us any favors, because that is exactly what I had. The top one. Yeah. Just fucking like, oh. But yeah, no. All right. Moving on. Cadillac Formula One team. Caddy. I'm rooting for Caddy. I would like to see another American team do well. Whether or not that's a possibility, we shall see. It does not look very promising 2 races in, but that did not go into my factor of how I was deciding here. Rooting for them as a whole. New team, love to see that there's an extra team on the grid. I'd love to see a 12th team on the grid. I would love for there to be as many drivers on this grid as possible. There's so many good drivers out there that are not able to have a seat because people are already set in their seats and have contracts through fucking 2020X. And you're going to continue to get the aspects of, oh, well, this Formula 2 driver was one of the best Formula 2 drivers that we've seen in a long, long time, and they don't have a Formula 1 seat because there is no seat. But I love having an extra team on the grid. I love especially that it's an American team. I love the enthusiasm that they have. But we'll see where it goes from here. Also, they have Joke on You. Yay!
I was like, time-saving wise, if you want to go ahead and actually go through all of Cadillac, I'll do all my Cadillac in one go.
Okay. Checo Perez, rooting for him. It's Checo. We love Checo. Checo's always little aloof, but always pretty honest with his thoughts and everything. Decent driver when he wants to be. Sometimes he just wants to drive into people. But you know what? It's fine. We love Checo. Checo's a great guy. Valtteri Bottas, I am cheering for because I love Valtteri. He is fucking phenomenal. The fucking, I think, world's first Australian, was it Australian Finn that's not actually Australian at all? Yeah, no. Phenomenal. Again, sometimes he wants to go bowling, but, you know, it is what it is, traditions and such. But yeah, love Bottas, actively cheering for Bottas.
Cadillac Formula One, our newest and funnest American team. Drivers, or team, Perez, Bottas, full cheer for the whole team. New favorite team candidate, favorite driver candidates on both. Probably more towards Valtteri than Checo. No offense, Checo, sorry. Just because Valtteri's just like fun. Like, yeah.
I still have the fucking poster somewhere.
Yeah.
The fucking him fucking ass out swimming in a stream, I think in Colorado.
Yeah. Like just I have so much hope for Cadillac. I was like, obviously, you know, and that's this season, the expectation is, you know, just nothing. You have nothing. So it's gonna suck that way, but I was like, yeah, I just wanted to do well. Even if they were based in Gary, Indiana. Because not Gary, Indiana, excuse me. Fishers, Indiana.
Close enough.
But yeah, I just want them to do well. I was like, they have basically Checo and Valtteri are basically the same person in their like racing aspect to a certain extent. So the second driver behind a next level world phenom, still very good in their own right, still could challenge for that world championship on a couple of occasions, but now, yeah. We'll see how it goes. But I'm cheering fully again. We'll see. It's definitely a candidate for the new faves. So yeah,
that's the grid.
That's it. There is our preseason stuff. I think that was pretty much it. I don't think we have any. I was like, glossed over some new stuff. I don't know if we want to talk about regs, really. I was like, because it's kind of hard to talk about it 2 races in, knowing kind of how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, yeah, full new set. So far, direction has been okay. It's actually been better than normal. Still not a fan. Wish it wasn't Apple TV because we're getting ads on that kind of stuff, which we didn't get before. So that kind of sucks.
Which no mid-race ads, like as long as action's going on, there, it doesn't like do like IndyCar does and cut away like, oh, here's a tiny box of what's going on and here's a full screen advertisement. No, It's nothing like that, but it's still
Apple
irritating, and it fucking cuts off the intro and exits of the fucking thing. So
new intro, God, they're really loving that new Dutch angle 45-degree tilt, but.
Once again, love the Kimi Antonelli hang loose.
Yep. I think the joke I made was like the HR meme of like Kimi doing a hand gesture. Oh, so it was sweet. Lando doing the number 1. Human resources.
I don't know if you saw the thing on the F1 like homepage today of like basically of like Kimmy winning and whatnot, but he's doing the fucking hang loose there too, just soaked in champagne.
Hell yeah. All right, well, let's not tease the future too much. Let's wrap up here because we have, again, for real IRL time, we are already 2 races in. We have to do Australia and China episodes, so stay tuned for those. They'll be out in quick succession probably, so we will talk to you then.
Follow the pod everywhere at DSQ Pod.
Fuck Zach Brown.